Tea time with Trav. And he's pushing this cart away from where I felt my car get touched at. So, of course, I hop out of the car. They gave me insurance that expired in October of 2021. So, at this point, pretty much 3 years ago. What's going on, y'all? It's AyooTravv, and I'm back. I'm back again. I just started the camera and forgot put my little chips on the side. You know, one thing I love about the Mexican places, like the Mexican food places, they don't give you some damn chips. You go to these other establishments and they give me a hard time when you ask for damn barbecue sauce. I don't like that. And I know this microphone better be on. This light is on, so it just better be recorded. I'm pissed off. Let me say grace. Father God, I come to you today to watch over this food. Please be nourishment to my body. Please I'm not this food properly. You're in my prayer. Amen. Amen. One time. Amen. Okay, y'all. So we have a burrito. They call this a what they call this? Oh, I almost dropped it. This is a triple pig burrito. It's fries, rice, cilantro, beans, carnitas, carne asada, and chorizos. Yeah, I think that's all that's on there. I know it's 3 different meats and it's fries on there. I might I done gave this damn dog a chip and now he won't get away. He's literally sitting right here next to me, wanting another chip. Now he's laying down. Basically let me know he's not going away. Then I have a steak taco. I have a chipotle salmon taco. And this one is a shrimp taco. I think I'm going to go for the burrito first. And just, that sucker is big. I want to see what this is about. A triple pig, but I guess I'm a pig. What's that inside? It's different. It's really different, but it's a good different. And don't you think about it. Oh no, I thought I dropped something. Me personally, I would have never thought to put fries inside of a burrito, but okay. I don't know. One of these is hot and one of them is not hot, but they look alike. I think this one is not hot. I hope.
I'ma pray for your butthole.
No, seriously. Because the way my stomach... Was that yesterday when I had... Yeah, yesterday? Yeah. Y'all, I had a terrible stomach ache. Like, I was in the bathroom throwing up. Like, trying to scream Jamie name to bring me some water because I was damn choking on my throw up. Like, that's how bad it was. I was literally choking on my throw up.
I couldn't even get out the room because dogs got in the way.
I don't know what the hell was going on.
If you would have died, it would have been Juvie and being swallowed.
Okay.
Because they was not moving. I'm like, get out the way.
No, I was choking so bad, y'all. Like, no exaggeration. I was really choking on my throw up. Which one want to do first? The shrimp or the salmon taco?
Salmon.
That's the one I was thinking of too, actually.
Hi, YouTube.
Now, they was stingy with the lime, I'll tell you that. And that lime wasn't really juicy, but... They load these tacos up. I ain't mad at it. So, I'm gonna show y'all. Oh, and they nice size too. They not. Oh, these are bigger than I ain't gonna say that place name because I like them. But look, let's put some salsa on there. Oh, it's good. That's good. Bring it down a little bit so I can see my burrito. But before I finish all this, I feel like I'm probably demolish this. Tea time with Trav. This man hit my car in the parking lot of Costco with a car. And USAA, shut the hell up, Juvie. I'm trying to get my introduction. Then he gets louder. Ain't nobody at the door, y'all. Somebody parking their car and they lock the doors. You can hear the little alarm. And he's harassing them. For what? Juvie, they not coming. Thank you. Now, anybody say dogs don't understand English, y'all ain't met them. Anyway, this man hit my car with a car in Costco parking lot. And when I filed an insurance claim against him, of course he denied it. So his insurance company decides that they're just going to take his word for it because he's their insured. So I cursed out the claims adjuster and I cursed out his manager. Really good. I really did. I cursed them out, y'all. I was actually very proud of myself for the way that I let both of them have it. And then after they hung up on me, I called back. They didn't know it was me, and I cursed their ass out again. And I'm probably gonna call it in. And I don't care. Actually, I don't. So I'm gonna tell you what happened. I'm sitting in Costco parking lot, just sitting in my car. Minding my pretty little business. And I feel my car go, oop. And I'm like, wait a minute. Hold on. There ain't no earthquake around this mug, so why is this car jerking a little bit? I instantly look back, and I see this older man, older white guy. He looked like he's probably like in his 60s or something. And he's pushing this cart away from what I felt my car get touched at. So of course I hop out of the car. And he's walking away to like put his cart up. And I said, so you're just gonna walk away as if you didn't hit my car? He said, oh, I didn't know I hit it. Did I hit it? I said, don't play with me. I'm not dumb and neither are you. You know you hit my car. So he says, I'm so sorry. So he walks away to put the cart away. As if that's the end all be all. So I'm looking at my car to see if there's any damages. Mind y'all, it's literally only a little scratch. And I have a white car. So you can't really see it unless you know it's there. It's really not that bad. And I wouldn't have made a big deal out of it if he did not try to play like he was stupid. So he's like, so I asked him again, I said, so again, we're going to say anything about hitting my car? He was like, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to. I was just walking, da da da. So I said, okay, cool. Let me get your insurance information. So his wife, she was just standing outside the car. Excuse me. She gets into the driver's side, and he starts to get into the driver's side. I pull my phone out. And now I start recording, because if y'all think y'all just finna drive off, let me let y'all know something, Lithelma and Louise. It ain't happening. So he sees I have my phone out now. So he goes, him and his wife are like going through their car trying to find these insurance papers. They're going through all these papers. And I just record, the little scratch. I put the camera on here. I said, this is where he hit my car. They're getting the insurance information right now. And I know before anybody asks, did I call the police? The answer is no. Before y'all ask me, why didn't I call the police? Because I used to work for State Farm. And I do know that a place like Costco is a private property. They're not going to come and file a police claim. They're not going to file a police report for an accident there. It's private property. Now, I don't know if it's like that. I don't know if different states have different rules, but all the states that I worked for when I was in State Farm, they can come out to stuff like that. So in those type of instances, it is word versus word. So he finally hands me his insurance papers, right? I look at it, I get it on camera, I see the name, and you know, my thought process is just to verify the name. And I was like, okay, I put it on there. And I said, and what's your name? He said his name. And I said, all right. And he hops in the car and they like drives off. And they drive off kind of fast, to be honest. But I'm like, I got the insurance information. It is what it is. So now as I'm looking over the insurance information for me to get ready to file a claim, I realized these jackasses, Thelma and Louise, Bert and Ernie, Dumb and Dumber, Cookie and Monster, they gave me, and yes, I am disrespecting them because now I don't give a damn. They gave me insurance that expired in October of 2021. So at this point, pretty much 3 years ago. And I said, cool. I see what's going on here. They purposely did that thinking, okay, we gave him this expired one. He's not going to be able to trace us. That's where they're wrong. And again, this is why you got to know who you're dealing with. Because I know that as long as that person's policy, as long as that person has an active policy with that insurance company, even if you gave me an expired insurance card, your policy number doesn't change, dummy. It's going to follow you for as long as you stay with that company. So I called. I told them what happened. I let them know. I said, hey, I will be honest. I don't know if this person is still one of your insureds. Because they gave me insurance that expired back in 2021. And he's like, yeah. As long as, you know, you can still give me that policy number because as long as they have an active policy with us, we'll be able to pull it up. And I said, yeah, I do know that part from working in insurance. I just wasn't too sure if they were still a customer. He said, we're going to find out. So he puts in a policy number, and he was like, okay, so I did pull up an active policy. I said, mission number 1 complete. He was like, do you know what type of vehicle they have? I said, no, I really didn't pay attention much to the vehicle. My eyes were really on them. In case they try to do anything funny. So he's like, do you have the VIN number? It should be on the paper they gave you. And I said, I sure do. Gave it to him. Pulls it up. Bam. They still got a policy. And I was like, oh, what an idiot. You thought I wasn't going to find you, dummy. Gotcha. So he files a claim and he also puts notes in there letting them know that this could possibly be like an avoidance. I forgot the proper terminology for it. But basically, you get into an accident and you don't want to report it to your insurance company because you do know it's going to raise your rates. So you give out false information. Which can get you, that can get you dropped from your insurance company. So if y'all think about doing that, if you get caught, depending on the severity of the situation, who your actual claims adjuster is, etc., you can get dropped from that. And not only do they just drop you from that insurance company, they can pass that message along to other insurance companies. So you'll have a problem with getting insurance. So keep that in mind before y'all try to, pull a fast one. What's done in the dark is always going to come to light. But anyway. So he files a claim. He lets me know. Because he's just a claim specialist. When y'all file a claim, you don't speak with like an adjuster off rip. You don't speak with the people who's going to actually be handling the claim. You just speak with the tier 1 people who file the claim. So he lets me know. Somebody's going to be reaching out to me. He give me a claim number, etc. So I get a phone call from the adjuster. And I knew something was going to go left because when he called me, he had already spoken to his insured. He had already spoken to them. And one thing about it, 2 things for sure. He was supposed to reach out to me first to get my side of the story because when the claim was filed, it was not filed through him. So he was supposed to get my side of the story first, then reach out to his insurer. Cool. He calls me, lets me know that he talks to them, and off rip, he tells me, you may want to go ahead and file this under your insurance policy because my insurer, they're denying that this ever happened. So it looks like we're not going to accept liability. First of all, can't say that word on here. First of all, you called me with your mind already made up. And I said, whoa, whoa, whoa there, buddy. Whoa, 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 hold up. You didn't ask me if I had any type of footage. You didn't ask me, was there any witnesses? You didn't ask me anything. You called me telling me what the decision was. Lets me know that you didn't properly investigate. All you did was read that claim. You read what I put. You then talked to your insurer. They denied it. Of course they're going to deny it. He gave me expired insurance. What do you expect? You expect him to say, oh yeah, I hit his car, when he just tried to get out of a claim being filed? Now let him know about the video I have. Now you let him know. In the video, it doesn't show him, what he apologized himself for. It starts after the fact, where me and him are walking to his car and he's getting the insurance information. So he said, okay, go ahead and send that, and somebody will, if I don't reach back out to you within 24 to 48 hours, somebody, a part of my team will. I need y'all to know this happened 3 weeks ago. And I'm just now speaking to him today. And it wasn't because he called me. Throughout those 3 weeks, I had been calling him, leaving him voicemail after voicemail after voicemail. No response. Today, I called him. And I let him know, this is my 50th time calling you with no call back, even though your voicemail says you will call back within 1 business day. I said, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to contact your manager because clearly you don't want to handle this claim. So I will speak with them moving forward. You can call back if you like, but that's still not going to stop me from calling your manager. I kid y'all not. That man called me back in 5 minutes. 5 minutes. He goes, hi, this is Brian from US whatever. And I'm like, oh, Brian, so nice to hear from you. I can't believe you're actually calling me. All I had to do was threaten you for you to call me. That's crazy. I would have threatened you weeks ago. So he said, how may I help you? I said, I gave you what you asked for. I sent you a video. You told me you would be contacting me within 1 business day with an update, and here we are 3 weeks later, and I haven't heard from you at all. So there's a plethora of ways that you can help me. How would you like to start? This man gonna tell me, well, just so you know, I did watch the video, and because he's not on camera admitting that he did it, we're not gonna take liability for this. I said, okay, so first off, what was the purpose of me sending you that video? Because I told you exactly what was in that video to start with. But I said, secondly, now, yes, you do have disputed liability. I'm saying he did it. He's saying he didn't do it. So are you going to investigate? He says, well, I've already investigated, and that's how I came to my decision. Okay, cool. By you being a claims adjuster, can you tell me what you did to investigate? This one is the shrimp taco, y'all. I was like, let me know what you did to investigate. He said, well, I have your recorded statement, and I spoke to my insured as well, and that's how I came up. And I said, interesting. I was like, that could fly with somebody that didn't work in an insurance company, but I did. So you're going to have to do a little bit more than that for me to just accept what you're saying. So he's like, well, yeah, that was my investigation. I said, okay, well, I'm telling you again that he did do it. So now what? Now what are you going to do to investigate further? And he tells me there's nothing further that he's going to do because his insurer denied it. And I said, again, I do know as an insurance company, your job is to protect your insurer. Of course, you always want to protect your customers. I said, but you do also have to protect the reputation of your company. And what you're doing right now is only looking out for your insurer. Because I would hope that you're not dumb. And I know damn well I'm not dumb. So You mean to tell me I pulled out my phone and recorded this random person walking by with the cart after they just hit my car, with him giving me his insurance information on camera, saying his first and last government name on camera? You think all of this just happened for nothing? For absolutely nothing. Why would I have gotten that information? Why did he give me that information if nothing ever happened? He says the guy tells him, which I knew he was going to pull this. I knew he was going to pull it. I knew he was going to pull it. I knew he was going to pull it. And this is the part that made me then go off on him. He says the guy told him the reason why he gave me his insurance information was because I jumped out of my car and I'm this big, tall, muscular man. I'm pretty sure he said nigga or black person. And Brian just didn't want to put that in there because the description very much gives what a Karen would say about somebody like me. Says this big, tall, muscular man jumped out of his car screaming and cursing, and he was in fear for his life because he's an old man. Now, Jamie, don't that sound like that man wanted to call me a nigga, or he used nigga or black somewhere in there?
He definitely said black.
Exactly. I try to give him the benefit of the doubt and say he didn't say nigga, but he definitely said this big black man.
He at least said black.
Had to, because that description, it was a little bit too close for home for you to not to have said, put race in there somewhere. And I think that was the part that set me off right there. He said, yeah, because the guy is 90 years old. And I said, oh, first off, before I curse you out, that man ain't no goddamn 90 years old. Be for real. I'm not dumb.
He getting around real spry.
Okay.
Damn driver.
If he 90 and he able to still walk through Costco, child, hand clap to you, because Costco about big than a mug. I be tired walking through Costco.
So did you call Costco to get the footage since it happened in their parking lot?
Oh, what?
Since you done your investigation.
Ooh, that's not so good. This one, man? Oh, that was really, I should have got two of those.
Well, now you know for next time.
Okay. So, I was like, that makes no sense. That makes no sense. I said, if I jumped out of my car and I'm threatening him and cursing him and da-da-da, and he was in fear of his life, why would he stop and talk to me? Why would he stop and give me his insurance information? If I'm in fear, I'm going to either call the police or I'm going to run.
Because I would have jumped in that car and
if I know for a fact I did not do anything, why am I giving you my insurance information? And then on top of that, I said, I need you to really be smart here. Now, I used a lot of words that I can't say on here, or YouTube gonna block the video, so y'all can just imagine what I really said. But I'm like, please be smart here. Don't be a dumbass. That's one of the words I can't say that. I just can't say it excessively as many times I said on that phone. But I said, Brian, let's use our brains here. Hopefully you have one. If someone tell you that you just hit their car with a cart, and you know damn well you did it, and they get out the car cursing and screaming, and you feel threatened for your life, are you going to stand there? Are you going to give them time to do whatever you think they're going to do to you, allegedly, while you go through your car to find your insurance? He said, listen, man, I don't know what else you want me to tell you. I said, I want you to answer the question. I want you to answer the question. Because it seems like you're having a hard... Juvi, get back. I ain't dropped nothing. Get back. But I'm like, it seems like you're having a hard time answering these questions. All I want you to do is simply answer a question. Then he cuts me off. And I said, I wasn't done speaking. Okay, well, it's clear you just want to argue. You're talking over me. I said, I haven't talked over you. You cut me off. You cut me off. I was finishing my sentence because I'm grown and I'm going to do so. If I have a thought, it's going to come out. I really don't care what you have to say because you cut me off. I wasn't finished. Juvie, go. So he says, I'm done with this conversation. I said, but I'm not. He hung up. All right, cool. Now I'm even more pissed off. Now you got to get more curse words than before. So I call back. Of course I call back. Y'all know me. Bro, he answered the call. He said, this is Brian, USA Auto Claim, or whatever the speech is. How may I help you? I said, clearly you can't help me. the B word. And I just started going off. And I said, why would you hang up on me? You have amazing customer service. I know these calls are recorded. I just love the fact you hung up on me, dumbass. And I just got to going. And he's like, are we going to be able to have a civilized conversation? I said, yeah, if you know how to civilize answer questions. Because you're beating around the bush. You're not answering direct questions that I'm asking you. He said, well, what was your question? I said, oh, well, if you were listening instead of trying to overtalk me, you would have heard them because I asked the question a million damn times. Okay, go ahead. So I start to ask my question. He cuts me off again. I said, Brian, I'm going to start cursing again because you're cutting me off. You have such a problem when I cut you off. So why is it fair for you to cut me off? So now I'm just talking in a little ignorant tone because now I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. I really don't give a F, but I can't say that on here. So we're still going, and he's still just giving me every reason on why they're not going to do it, but he's not telling me what he investigated other than looking at that video and just asking his insurer. I said, okay, well, did you ask him if he didn't do anything? Why would he wait there to give me that if he was in fear for his life? He said, no, I didn't ask him. I said, well, you did a damn good job investigating. You deserve a raise. Idiot. You are supposed, they train you to ask probing questions because no matter if they're your insured or the other person, people lie. People lie. They lie. So why would you just off rip take his word and say that he didn't do it? But yet I have this information. Like that alone, me when I was doing my job, excuse me, when that person would have provided me with that video, whether he was on camera saying he did it or not, him giving that clearly puts you at the scene of the crime. You admitting to some type of guilt, or else you would not have given that. If he was that in fear that I was going to do something to him, why did he not call the police? That is my biggest question. Why did he not call the police if he was in fear for his life? Ain't that what people do? Or they take matters in their own hands. Like, come on. And then he says, well, he's a 79-year-old man. I said, Brian, hold up. I'm cutting you off again. Because just 5 minutes ago before you hung up, you said that man was 90. Now he's 79. So you're lying. I said, you don't even have your story together, but you want me to believe that you got somebody else's story together? He said, this is what I'm not going to do. You're not trying to accept my answer. You're just being combative. I said, it's not about being combative. It's you're saying something and I have further questions. You're just choosing not to answer them because you can't. You really can't. So he's like, well, I'm going to hang up very soon. Da-da-da. And that's when I just let him have it. Every curse word known to man just flew out of my mouth. And then I hung up. You're not finna get the pleasure of hanging up on me twice. So I did it. So I then get a call from the manager. And I started to call out as calm as can be. And I, kind of gave a little backstory. And I said, I do have the claim number if you like. She goes, oh, it's already pulled up. I said, somebody got a little toot. Okay. I said out loud, I said to myself, I was just preparing myself for how I was about to do her. So after I finished telling my story, I tell her that I'm like, you know what? As far as liability, what have you, I don't even care to argue that no more because it's clear what y'all are trying to do. I want to file a complaint against Brian because I felt as though he did not properly investigate this claim. She goes, well, before you do that, I just want you to know that you were advised that this wouldn't be covered anyway because our insurer didn't hit you with, they didn't hit your car with a car, they hit your car with a cart. And I said, no one ever advised me of that. No one ever told me that. She said, well, it's here notated. So they did. And I said, okay, so what you're not going to do is tell me what someone told me. I said, it can be in those notes all day long. I'm not denying that. I can't see those notes. I don't know if you're lying or telling you the truth. Or if you're telling the truth. But let's just say you are telling the truth. That's perfectly fine, but that does not mean that it was said via, like, out of somebody's mouth. When you're taking notes on a damn computer and you're on the phone, you can type whatever you want in that computer. That doesn't mean it came out over the phone.
That's why the calls are recorded for quality assurance.
Exactly.
And then on top of that, wait a minute. So she just admitted that that they're insured hit you with something. Brian said the insured that they didn't do anything.
She tells me it would have never been covered to begin with. And I'm like, that's so crazy because even during this whole, all the times I talked to Brian, he never mentioned that at all. He just said y'all wasn't taking liability because, y'all wasn't accepting liability because this person said it never happened. But now you're saying y'all are not accepting liability because it's not covered. Y'all are telling me two different stories. And she's like, well, that's the decision and we're going to stick to it. I felt like she was giving me a little attitude and I had flashback to Brian a few minutes earlier. So I said, boom, bam, let's go. It's showtime. Cursed her out. Out. I called the lady everything but a child of God. Everything. And I hear her as I'm going, she said, well, I'm going to go ahead and disconnect the call if you don't change your tone. I'm not changing my tone. I went off. And I don't care. It was warranted. Don't play with me. Don't play. Y'all know one of my biggest pet peeves for somebody to do to me is to act as though I'm stupid. Now, I know I do be having a little naive moments. That's a little different. Everybody had those moments. But don't play me like I'm damn dumb, especially when I told you I've worked for an insurance company. Like, I know the questions to ask, girl. I know all of that. And your car being hit by a car, that can be covered under somebody's policy. That's not automatically ruled out. In most policies, that would be covered. Because you yourself are insured when you have insurance, not just your car. Unless you got some funky insurance and you paying $2 a month. But you yourself is insured, and that's why they have bodily injury. That's why they have property damage, etc. Like, be for real. So she got cursed all the way out. All the way out. And I'm not done with her. I'm going to call back tomorrow and let her think that it's over, and I'm calling you back. I'm calling you back, and I'm going to cuss you out again. You don't answer? I'll cuss you out. I ain't going to do it on voicemail. I don't need no paper trail. I know them calls are recorded, but that's a different story, leaving on voicemail. I'm going to get her. And Brian, I'm not done with you either. So if y'all ever see this, I got something for both of you. Cuss y'all ass out. And y'all insured, y'all lucky y'all don't have a way of finding out his phone number, because I'll play on his phone too. I heard what? So don't play with me, goofy. I don't like that. And again, at this point, it's not even about the car. Because the little scratch on there, once again, all it's going to take is a little bluffing. Is that what called bluff? Bluff the dip? Like, it's really, like, it looked like a piece of Phoenix hair is on my door. Like, it's not bad. It's now the fact that y'all are playing with me. Y'all are playing with me. Like, that's something that, even if it did have to go to a shop, which I probably wouldn't even need it to or wanted it to, it's just, I want this claim to be filed. I do want him to accept liability because he did it. And he tried to play with me. But it's just like, girl, if it had gone to the shop, that is something that could have been done same day. They would have been calling me back. You can come get your vehicle before the damn Uber even come to pick me up when I drop the car off. Like, but again, it just shows how messed up people in this world are, how inconsiderate they are, etc. Because if that was y'all car, Brian, what's the girl named Allison?
Whoever.
Dumb and Dumber. You know, that was her name. I got it written right here in my notes. That was y'all car, and the same situation happened, y'all would be doing the same thing. So just, and even if it came down to them not accepting liability, whatever, as long as, if I would have felt as though he did his job and did his job properly, I can't really complain. But the fact that you won, already had your mind made up that y'all weren't going to accept just based off what your insurance said before I had even sent you the video. But then two, you told me you was going to call me back 3 weeks ago. You never did. lets me know that you really genuinely didn't give a damn. You whatever. Whatever. We're just gonna close this. I'm not even gonna tell him. No. Right idea, wrong person. He's talking about you can follow under your insurance company and then they'll come after us. Sir, you don't have to tell me that. I already know that. Again, I worked for an insurance company. Again, the car don't need no repairing. I really don't give a damn. At this point, it's about, I want that on his record. Look at my car. That's it. Y'all trying to play with me. You know, y'all, I'm going to keep filing complaints on them. Both of them. Y'all got the right one. I'm full. Oh, it's 6:13. I'm supposed to log into this thing at 6 o'clock. Oh my God. Ooh, I be tripping. But y'all, luckily ain't nothing that I'm like, I ain't gonna like miss out on no money or like get in trouble or nothing for it, but. So I mean that's the good part. Yeah, that's it. If y'all got USAA, is it USAA? Is it 3 A's or 2 A's? 2? If y'all got them, go to hell. I don't like y'all. Cause that's lame. That's corny. It's corny. Whatever. Like me personally, I would have off rip. Again, if it was me, off rip, would have believed the other person due to the fact that you gave them expired insurance. You did that for a reason. You were trying to hide something. You were trying not to be traced, but you're an idiot because first off, your first and last name is on there, and so is his policy. I think the address on there too. Let me see. Damn. What email did I send it from? Oh no, I had to attach it to that thing. Hold on. Let me look at my videos, y'all. Yeah, this is. I will show y'all. I ain't gonna show y'all the video because I don't wanna, put his face on there. Because then somebody try to say I'm harassing folks. Oh yeah, the paper that they gave me, their address isn't on there, but his first and last name's on there. His ugly ass wife first and last name is on there. Their ugly ass car's on there. And USA ugly ass phone numbers on there. But Karma gonna get him. Karma's gonna get him. And he lucky I'm not like really vindictive because if I was, I would. After that, I could have just called the police and said it was a hit and run. And gave their information. Like if I was vindictive like that, if I knew that he was gonna try to play with me like that, like that's why you don't play with folks because you never know if they got it all the way together or not. Me personally, I wouldn't do it because I would be afraid of karma, and then they come back and bite me some way somehow. But people don't be having it all the way together. Everybody ain't gonna be as civilized. And yes, I did say civilized because in that situation I was. Now the phone call with Brian and Allison, no, I wasn't civilized. I tried to be, but I wasn't. And that was their fault. But Karma gonna get him. Him and his wrinkled hands and his ugly wife. Karma gonna get them. I don't know how, and I really don't care how. Because at some point you gotta let Karma do her thing. She's gonna come knocking on their door. So I'm finna sign out. These was good. Somebody had messaged me and asked me to do Mexican food, but it was from a fake page. So I can't even really shout you out. But I did it. Them black beans look dry as hell, but I probably should have said that them people nice. But they do look dry though. Rice look like they ain't got no butter. They don't feel like it either. Y'all, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit the red button, hit the bell, all that. Go to Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram, TikTok, all that. I'm out.